it's me, Low Batter from Women Locked Up Before and After, and this is part 2 of Life After Parole, and I wanted y'all to see the rest of this because I didn't get to finish it, and I've been trying a lot of these. If anybody has any idea on a really good and free, or at least unlimited, to where you can actually see the webcam. Right now, as I'm recording, it may look like you can see, I'll be able to see the camera, but I can't see it. I see the light on my webcam up there, that's all I see. I won't know anything until the video's over with, how it looks. But, if there's anyone that you know, I've already tried the OBS, it's a bunch of crap, it does not work. And I tried the OCam, and that one keeps freezing up on me and lagging, but if anybody knows of another one, please let me know so I can do better ones. Anyway, like I said, this is a part 2 of the one I just played. Oh my gosh, just did this last time. Do you want to change the color scheme? No, I do not. Keep current scheme bias. Okay, anyway, sorry about that. Yeah, just comment below on that, please, if you know a good screen recorder that actually you can see your own self on cam at the same time, because I cannot see it. All I see is what's on the screen, the video. I'm gonna stop blabbing my mouth. Anyway, this is part 2, and here we go. Oh, forgot, no.
I do the same thing with my son.
Okay, with your son. It's a whole different animal.
My whole incarceration, he's been a second honor student, and now he's messing up.
You have to understand, okay, you are the mother, but for the past 10 years, you have not been his mother. So for you to come into the picture and start calling the shots, it might be hard. Sorry, Jessica. Concentrate on the now. Concentrate on the future. Okay.
Thank you.
What is happening with her is pretty common of women that come out. They really put a lot of pressure on themselves. There's always this pressure to try to make up for lost time.
Yeah.
She'll do good. I'm thinking she's gonna do good.
I don't mean to pause it so quick in the video, but excuse me, what she said means a whole lot, because I felt the same way, and I actually still do feel like everybody else tells you different, counselors and all that you can't make it for lost time. Yeah, I understand that, but it's a really big pressure knowing that you've missed out on so much. But she made a really good point there. I just wanted to point that out.
6 to 18. Jesus. Well, when I went to my son's game, I was excited. I was emotional. I was there for the first time, and I should have been there his whole life. So that was what was bothering me. Number 24. I can't believe how big he is. Well, come on! What is y'all doing?
I think that's the driving force in Jessica. She really wants to be a good mother.
Dom. Come on, Dante. Dante. You good?
She wants to fix the mistakes of the past. And I feel bad because she went in so young, and she was denied the opportunity to raise her son.
I love you. Call me later, okay? He's not happy. He is not happy about this game. I'll just give him his space because he's just like me. So, when we're angry, we don't like to talk. We don't like to be bothered. We just need to be left alone for a little while.
Catherine has just picked up Errol from the drug treatment center he'd checked himself into. and they're heading to the parole office for the first time in over a month.
Still together.
Want me to come in with you?
Yeah, I don't know if you can come in, but we'll try. Come on.
We didn't know what was going to happen because he just got out of...
Oh, sorry again. Listen to this girl's voice. If you catch on to it, tell me if you don't think she sounds like she's stoned or something, because she's slurring and everything. And I think, and also I wanted to tell y'all something. I did go back and watch the other one again. I know I kept saying I didn't understand what in the world she was actually, or what was the whole deal with them two. Why was she the, what do you call it, the victim or whatever, the crime victim? I did watch that, and I realized that she actually put him in prison the last time. I didn't catch on to that last time. I'm pretty sure y'all did if you was watching, but I didn't catch on to that, and because I was focused on the noises coming around in the house. But anyway, yeah, he put her in prison, or she put him in prison last time, and I didn't realize that. And it was to do with I can't even remember what it was. They got in a fight or something like that. But anyway, let's keep on going here.
of a detox that was not sanctioned by his parole officer. And I'm there for support.
She said parole officer.
You're with him? Alright, you gotta go out of the building. What's your name? Just for now.
Catherine.
Catherine, awesome.
Eaton.
Eaton?
Yes.
Thank you.
Why are you in there, woman?
Bradley, so I'm clear. Is that the person you're trying to get
Yes.
your residence with?
Yes.
Okay, understand it. Contact with previous
I
crime.
have to take this far. Huh?
Don't start to again with me.
I have to
okay?
take this off.
I don't care about that
Okay,
thing right now.
alright.
When I'm telling you something, and you know what, go have a seat. You guys want
No,
a
I'm
seat?
ready, man.
No,
I'm sorry.
you're not ready now. Don't friggin' tell me when you're ready. This gives me every reason to lock him up, and I'm still working with him. He's not taking any of his supervision seriously. He thinks it's all like a joke, and he gets to control and manipulate what he does and how he does it. So he's gonna get a rude awakening in about 5 minutes. What happened out in the lobby raises my level of concern.
What did I do?
No contact with previous crime victims. Everybody from your first crime to your current crime is a previous crime victim. You can't see.
The state has broken us up.
Email. You can't.
She's my
Third-party
support network, Officer Pollage.
Okay? I got guys that can't see their kids because the kids live with their crime victims. They sure as hell have never walked them up into my lobby. So today you're going to a halfway house. You're due back in the house at a certain time every single night.
I just understand that it doesn't bother you that I don't have people in my
I'm
life that I
going to warn
love.
you one more time.
Yeah.
Don't tell me how I think or how I feel. Understood? It's got nothing to do with this. What I'm doing right now is managing somebody with about 4 or 5 misconducts right now that would land them in jail. And then to put the icing on the cake, walk their victim into my office lobby, all right?
I really didn't
and
know
put
she
it
was
right out there in front of everybody like I get to get supervised differently.
I really
well,
didn't
you
know,
don't get
I
to
didn't
get
know it was that
supervised
serious.
differently.
I'm sorry. I really didn't know it was that serious. I thought it was
It's
something.
extremely serious. Nothing you've done so far, you've taken seriously. And you're also going on GPS today. If you charge it every day like I instructed you to for 2 hours, it'll be fine. So you're gonna walk up and down the street until we're trying to get a read on the GPS unit.
He put me on the bracelet, and he's putting me in a halfway house, and I can't see you.
And he's still standing beside her. I don't know why. Oh,
I'm
Lord.
sorry. It's not our fault.
I got, 65 cases and one flaming ass. It's just aggravating. She's a crime victim.
I'm sorry, but I want to know if he's the reason why he done his own thing, or if she's the one that got him on drugs. Because to me, it seems like she don't care. Because if she cared anything about it, she'd be keeping her distance a little bit, or saying, hey, maybe we don't need to be so close to each other, or maybe we should kind of, something, work with him on that. She's not saying a word. She's just out in the open with it and everything. And maybe y'all think differently, but if you think differently, comment, just let me know things like that.
Victim. There was no contact with previous crime victims. So, some guys go straight to jail for that, right off the rip. Never mind all the other nonsense that he's had.
Why would you do this to somebody? I got one thing left in the world that I'm close to, and the dude won't let me be there because he's got something to prove. Seriously, I wish he would just violate me. I just wanted to keep talking and go back to jail. So my life is pretty much ruined for the next 3 years.
In the past, parole officers felt that their main responsibility was to keep on top of the offender, and if and when they violate the rules of parole or commit new crimes, return them to prison. And that is changing. The goal is to figure out what we need to do to ensure that this person begins moving in the right direction.
This is my new room. It's very small. Home sweet home. Channing House was my first time in a halfway house ever. I was crestfallen. Needless to say, I was very, very hurt when I saw the neighborhood that the halfway house was in, because it was the neighborhood that I bought heroin in.
So this is the neighborhood they put a recovering heroin addict in. Here are some heroin baggies that litter the streets here. This is one of many heroin locations in this end of town.
Wow.
It's not that I'm tempted, but it would make it a lot easier for me to violate my parole and get this whole thing over with. Because right now, going back to jail and finishing my time seems a lot easier than the prospect of jumping through hoops for people that don't want me to. Yeah.
Putting him in the halfway house, he is going to always see as punitive. I don't care if he was happy or not, or thought it was punitive or not. It's an opportunity.
Any questions for us?
No, not yet.
Like I said, I'm like the program director.
Structure, supervision, money management, assistance for whatever they need is kind of all right there. Having that structure and supervision right in his in his face every day. So some guys respond to it. They're never gonna admit it, but some respond to it. So at least it's not jail.
7 weeks into his stay, another parolee overdoses on heroin inside the halfway house.
Well, I just got home from work and parole was here, and this is what
Oh my God.
I come home to. Because of the overdose and the death here today, parole came here and trashed my stuff.
Wow.
The day after Vaughn was sent back to jail, Officer Brayfield arrives to serve him his papers.
So I have your notice of parole violation.
Okay, somebody overdoses on heroin in the same place that he's staying in. Wow. In the halfway house that's on parole too. Wow.
So we'll go over it together. First part is going to be the charges that we have against you. So the condition that you violated is your release direction. On 9/7/16, your phone was searched, which produced a number of pictures of
This
you
woman
consuming alcohol in the
reminds me of my
Robinson House
old
program.
PO.
Based on
The
your
second
actions,
time.
you're in violation of your parole condition and your continued supervision.
She's very, very strict. This woman right here reminds me of my second PO. No, I'm sorry, first PO I had. Ooh.
In the community is no longer compatible with welfare of society. Right? Well, unfortunately, Vaughn is not a unique case to me supervising offenders in halfway houses. Remanding him, he comes back out to a halfway house, remand again, he comes back out to a halfway house. That's common.
I love the way you're so nonchalant about it.
Like I said, if you did what you were supposed to, this has nothing to do with me whatsoever.
No, just your attitude, it's nothing for you.
My hands are tied.
Send people to jail or anything,
Well, when guys are drinking in the house,
people drink on the street. People smoke on the street.
Okay, let me say this. I don't care what other people are doing on the street.
So you have family members that don't smoke on the street?
It doesn't matter.
It don't matter about your family members?
I only care about you.
You don't care about me.
I'm in charge of your supervision. So
Say that.
Exactly.
You care about me.
Okay, so I'm only concerned about what you're doing in a halfway house.
Okay.
So when I see pictures of you drinking with other offenders in a halfway house, it's blatantly clear that you're drinking. I need to do something about it. Okay? Any other questions? Concerns, comments?
No concerns, no comments.
Okay. This is your copy.
So after this, I ever got to deal with you again?
I don't know. It's not up to me.
I just caught on what he said. He said, so after this, I won't have to deal with you anymore again.
You may be released to another halfway house. I'm not sure. Okay.
You know, I'm fairly easygoing. I do what's asked of me. And one little, you know, I drink that doesn't even cause any harm to anybody. Basically brings hell upon me, right? But I don't understand that. I don't understand that.
After 6 months on parole, Jessica is close to finishing her nursing assistant program.
I wanted to go to
Excuse
school
me.
because I knew that if I came home, I didn't have no job history. When I was younger, I wanted to be a doctor, so the best thing for me to do right now was to do CNA.
She's doing good.
I came home with a plan and I actually stuck to it. I didn't let little minor setbacks throw me all the way off. They knocked me off a little bit and I got right back up and kept moving.
Jessica walked to school or took the bus almost every day. It's not like she had people giving her rides or, backing for everything. Like, Jessica did everything on her own.
Okay, guys, it's the last night. I'm going to sit with you one at a time. I'm going to give you your grades in your packet that has your resume and your physicals and all that information. Jess, I'll take you. Okay, here we go. These are your test grades. Your test average was an 88%. Wow, that is A+. Very nice. That's your grade before clinical. Congratulations. That's a super job. Your resume copies on resume paper. How about being a nursing assistant? And your physicals. So you are ready to go get a job. Okay? Do you have any questions for me? No? Yes. You are good. That's a good grade. Okay?
The whole point is for the offender to learn to do the right thing on their own. When they first come out, you're like this, you have them. And as the offender starts doing good, and then you just let go. It's hard work, but I think it can be accomplished.
Carol spent 3 months at the halfway house.
I love this place too.
He stayed sober, found a new job, and got an apartment of his own.
This became a place for my friend Tammy. She said she had a basement for rent. She only wanted $100 a week, but she would do me a favor. She sponsored me and helped me to get out of the chain house. Because it's got plenty of space, you know. Like I said, I have the biggest room in the entire house, which is nice. And it's private, you know. I can come and go as I want through the back door. I am headed to my first day of work at Ruby Tuesdays as a manager slash kitchen. I'm not even sure. They want me to become a manager.
He's got a skill set. He's a smart guy. So there's hope. You just can never say, wow, look at this case. This guy's got no hope. Put him in your no hope pile. It would be very hard to do this job for 8 hours a week, month to month, year to year, decade to decade, if you just really have like a no hope pile. I don't have a no hope pile.
Because of his turnaround, Carol was finally given permission to have contact with Catherine, though they were still not allowed to live together.
That was our first summer together. We decided we were definitely going to get married.
Okay. You already know what I'm about to say. The dude just specifically said that they get permission to see each other every now and then or something, but not allowed to live together or nothing like that. And they just got done saying, well, she did or whatever, got done saying that they plan on getting married and stuff. I'm not even sure if that y'all might be able to answer that question. I don't know how that works, but I don't, in the state of Mississippi, I don't think they can legally stop you from getting married, but I don't think that works right there. That's just my opinion.
Just more recently decided that we didn't have family. So it's all I look forward to.
I mean, she put him in prison.
After nearly a year on parole, Jessica Proctor is graduating and spending more time with her son.
Some kids don't ever get to see their mom come out and do so well, finish school, and walk across the stage, get their diploma. I just love her. I love her.
Go, girl.
Do anything for her.
He was proud to see me come home and not go back. And I was actually making a difference in my life and going somewhere. So that meant a lot to me.
He's like,
Rob Sullivan finished his prison sentence.
Today I'm free. I didn't have parole to look after me anymore. I only had to look after myself. It's like a sense of relief.
no
Here she
more.
comes.
Oh.
Yeah, I love you. I miss you.
He's coming home just in time for his daughter's 11th birthday.
I wonder what that high.
Vaughn Gresham
He got him. He got to make it to his daughter's 11th birthday still. After he went and got locked up, but he still made it to her birthday because they spit him right back out. But he flat timed. No more paper on that guy. I'm so proud of that because he gets to spend every time with his daughter now. Anytime he wants, anywhere they want to go, whatever. See what this dude's got.
is being released to his 5th halfway house after 7 months in jail.
Parole is a new state. You tighten yourself.
Better do it this time, dude.
And it's always gonna be there. But as you go farther away from the path, it's gonna tighten up.
Dude, you better do it this time because I don't know anybody that's ever been to a halfway house or had chance five time chances. I mean, I ain't talking about like violating and going back. I'm talking about like chances as far as not going to prison or spending more time in prison.
Conditions, which you've signed it 2 times already.
You stick to the path and you do what you gotta do. You'll be able to breathe. You're not gonna kill yourself.
Yep.
He has a new parole officer.
You should know this.
You got a new
And
PO.
5 years of parole still ahead of him.
You got 5 more years probation.
A little over a year after Errol and Catherine were given permission to be together, Errol started using heroin again. They got into a fight about going to rehab.
That answered my question. Oh my God. Are you kidding me? Did you hear his exact words? His exact words was, that one man said, just a little after the time they gave right after they gave them permission to start seeing each other, he started using. He wasn't using until he got permission to start seeing that woman again. So what does that tell y'all? That is his enabler. I mean, that's, oh my gosh, wow. I kept saying it here.
And she called the police.
She called the
I feel
police.
ashamed for you to have to come and see me here because, I was doing so well. And it's an absolute total
She
regression.
put you back in jail, dude.
I don't know if it's apropos, if it's bittersweet, if it's going to help to tell the story, I don't know.
Wow.
He's been charged with violating the conditions of his release. And now Connecticut must decide whether to keep Errol behind bars or give him another chance at life on parole.
Well, everybody, it's been real. I kind of thought that was going to happen with that guy. I don't know. Maybe y'all think anything different. But I have a very, very good one to do later. So just letting y'all know to keep in tune because it's awesome one coming up. Excuse me. I'm actually going to probably use the screencastify on that one because that one's a little short anyway. But thank y'all so much for watching. Please, please, please keep watching because I have more, and I'm going to start doing my other regular videos too. And comment below for anything you want to ask questions. I want to do a live Q&A, but I want to make sure y'all gonna be in there to do it. So just keep watching, please, and like, share, and subscribe. And peace and love y'all. Bye.
Just fight a little longer, my friend. It's all worth it in the end. But when you got nobody to turn to, just hold on and I'll find you.